One. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Next Man Up Podcast, and we are here with Cadelle Carrington. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, what's up, guys? My name is Cadelle Carrington. I'm class of 26, Northwood commit. I go to Oak Park High School. You know what I'm saying? I'm just here to, support, get the guys the recognition and all that.
And we are back. Yesterday we had an episode. Today we have another episode, and then tomorrow we got another episode going on tomorrow with another guy. Of course, I'm your host, Hero, and you're here with Jack as well. So let's just get into it, and let's just start off with a basic question. How was your recruitment like going through high school?
So my recruitment has, always been slow. I'm what they call a late bloomer. I didn't really land a full position until I say like late 11th to 12th grade. I was really getting moved around a lot on defense. So I started out playing corner for my 10th grade on JV. I did pretty good. So they moved me up to varsity. I had to gain a little bit more weight. So they had me playing, I think it was like a hangover outside backer, strong safety type deal. So, I perfected my craft in that. And then I asked my coach, like, hey, can I maybe try, free strong safety, weak safety. He was like, yeah, let's try you out. It's like, okay. So, I started out. I did my thing in practice. And then, as you know, I ended up getting the starter spot for my 12th grade year.
Yeah, that sounds amazing. So, what position do you, mainly play? Or, a position that you have most fun playing at?
Most fun, it has to be free safety. Being able to control the defense, read plays, tell everybody what they're doing, make sure everybody's straight. And also, just defending the deep pass, that's really my main thing to do.
Gotcha. Yeah, just one question from me. How do you think the difference is going to be like from high school, obviously playing 4 years there, and then now to college? What do you think the leap's going to be like?
So I feel like we're going to be pretty, major because I'm not starting out as safety when I go to college. I'm going back to corner because they need some depth at corner. They think I'm be the guy for the job. Obviously, running backs over 200 plus. I've never had to deal with that really before. Really everybody's just like way bigger than me. So I'm coming in as a good frame. I'm 197 now. 6'3". I say like 5 foot, maybe 5 foot 5 wingspan. Trying to perfect my craft for real, man. I'm willing to work, get my weight up, get my strength up. I'm not gonna be on travel squad first year coming, but he said there's always an opportunity to get better and better, and maybe potentially be somebody else for that starting spot at corner.
Yeah. So obviously you're finishing up your high school year. You're a senior. How was the season this year for football in high school?
So we lost a lot of really close games. Unfortunately, I feel like we could have won most. At least went, I say 9-1, 9-2, 10-2. It was just the little things, the small things, not stopping one touchdown, missing a couple tackles, not scoring what we needed to score to get the upper hand, not coming out second half with that same fire we had in the first half, I feel like this year, our get up, it wasn't as powerful as last year's. Like we'll come out with a bang last year and then we'll slow down. This year, we'll play, see where the team was at, which we're supposed to be doing. And then when we know we can beat this team, we're like, all right, guys, let's get fired up. I'm saying, let's go kick these guys in the mouth for real.
Oh, and also going back to the same question I just asked, what was your favorite matchup this year? Or best game your favorite game that you had this year?
I'll say, I wouldn't say like Oak Park versus CM is our rival game, but me personally, I don't like CM. It's not like a personal level, it's more like an athletic level. I'm saying them guys beat us like I say ever since I've been here, to be honest. And personally, I think my best game was against Seahawks. I feel like I had over 10 tackles maybe that game, 2 to 3 PBUs, and I say around like 5 tackle for losses. So I really that was really like a film game for me. So that's why I say that was my best game.
Yeah, that's good. Seaham's a really good team also as well.
Yeah,
Yeah, I just
yeah,
had a
they
go ahead.
my bad. So
No, you
ever I've been there, it's always been nice. Yeah, it's just like it's really the formation wise. Like Seaham's a really smart, competitive, fast playing team, and if you don't get that fire in you, you're not gonna catch them. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. A couple years ago, we saw a guy get recruited from, I believe, Michigan, one of the O linemen. I just know that Seahom, they're very athletic wise. They got a lot of guys on their O line that has a lot of potential over there.
Most definitely, yeah, they got a real nice squad they got going on over there.
Yeah, just sticking with that topic, like how do you prepare for game days and like how is the week like going into it?
So the week, like, I'll give CM as another example. So I believe Monday or Tuesday, we did straight film work. You know what I'm saying? We mapped it out, see what plays they run, see where their strong suits are, see where their top guys are. And I believe Tuesday, we split film and practice. So we went out. We always start with offense first. So there's always going to be like the scout D on there. You know what I'm saying? Offense do score the points. So Scout D goes out, you know what I'm saying? We run C Home's defense. We have our offense go against them. When we feel like we're comfortable, we want to get C Home's defense. Then we'll flip it on Wednesday. We'll probably go defense for around 2 days because it's a very complicated offense. So yeah, I believe it's wing T or like it's a lot of double tights. So you're in the run three in the backfield. So we do that. And I believe this year we had to stop it, we had two hangovers, played a lot of cover three, saying some cover four and some black. And we just had to read our keys, to be honest, and read our holes.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds great actually. Well, obviously, I don't play football like that. For me, honestly, I be analyzing it and I just watch the game. But let's just go into like more behind the scenes of football. Like, how did you even get into football? Like, what made you fall in love with the game?
So, all my life, I think it started when I was around six or seven. So my brother is actually the one who got me into.
Yeah, that yeah.
that's, that's So my brother was actually the one who got me into football. So I think my very first football team was the Ravens in a PAL league, and I was practicing with them. I wasn't really into it. I was just doing it because he asked me to, and seeing where it was going. We trained every day. He wanted me to put me at quarterback for summer Irish. I don't know why I wasn't that type of guy back then. So I played quarterback for them. I did, okay. It was a first scrimmage. Our second scrimmage, we played the West Side Steelers. After we got done, we got beat. I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty bad whooping. We know it's a scrimmage, so I can't really take it serious. Like my brother said, have a short mentality and memory. After that, my brother started talking to the West Side Steelers coach. I believe his name was Coach Shaq. Yeah, it was Coach Shaq. He was like, "Yeah, your brother's really nice. How about you bring him over to the Steelers, see what we can do for him? Since the Ravens aren't probably going to be that good this year." He was like, "Okay, I see what we can do." Next thing you know, next Monday, I'm at the Steelers practices in the black and gold, rocking it on my guys, man. And I really liked it. It was closer to home. I believe the Ravens field was like in Redford, pretty far drive. The Steelers, it was like right around the corner on McKenzie. So built Steelers my whole life. Played with them D team, A team, B team, C team, all them years. Developed, got better, built great relationships with the coaches. You know what I'm saying? I'm still good with most of the coaches to this day, and some of the players that played. Getting into high school, like I said, I was originally finna go to Oak Park. My mom wanted me to go to a DPS school that was somewhere closer because she was like a really big one on gas. She didn't really go on over. But when she found out, all the seats was closed for those schools, she was like, okay. She went out of her way. She hit up Oak Park. She asked for a bus route, and apparently they came like all the way down there my house. So it was a straight shot. So she enrolled me. I wasn't really feeling it, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie. It was a far drive. I didn't know no teachers. It wasn't my type of environment. But then, I kind of warmed up to it. The teachers wasn't, and it wasn't that bad. Kids wasn't that bad. The school wasn't that bad. Went through elementary, middle school year. That's when the pandemic hit, COVID. Had to stop playing football for around 2 years, I believe. I feel like that's really what killed my development for a minute. When I got to high school, underdeveloped kid, I say around 5'7", 115. Like I was really built like a stick, man. It was terrible. It was terrible. But that's when I met Coach Carter, head football coach. You know what I'm saying? Real nice guy, real cool cat, man. He introduced me to the football team. I ended up staying with the Steelers for my 9th grade year. Came to Oak Park my 10th grade year. I thought I was gonna play offense, to be honest, because I was playing tight end and being a blocker for the Steelers. They came in and switched me to defense. I'm like, okay, cool. I tried out, played corner, kind of like the defense aspect. Went into my 10th grade year, switched up to strong safety. 11th grade year, free safety. 12th grade year, free safety. And now, getting recruited by colleges. Everything's going well. I'm more vocal now. They really developed me to be more of a man off and on the field. And now committed to Northwood. Ready to go work. Hopefully have my shot in the NFL.
Sounds like a very long career and very interesting one, as I could say. But obviously, getting recruited to Northwood is such a blessing to be offered by any school, to be honest, anyone out there that's listening or watching. But you took your visit about 2 days ago. How was it? How did you like their campus over there?
So what I learned actually that I didn't know before, doing my research on Northwood, I believe the city Midland that they're in is like one of the top 10 most safest cities in the country. And they're the number one safest campus on Michigan. So, that was a real big up for me. I don't got to worry about, going around the corner and potentially seeing somebody that I don't like or somebody that I just want to be for no reason. The campus is really nice. It's really put together. So you don't got to walk that far. I visited the dorms. They got a real nice open door policy. So, you'll make friends with your teammates really fast during the off season and the on season. The classes are nice. They're a business school, I believe. So, I'm going into finance. They have my major. And also they hold the biggest automotive parade, I believe, on their homecoming night in the world. So, I'm really excited to see what that's about my first year on.
Is Northwood is it a D2 school? I believe, right?
Yeah, D2, NCAA.
I'll be watching for sure then.
Thank you.
Yeah, but Jack, you got something?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I don't know if you know. I mean, you probably know some of your opponents. You might play this year. But I guess who are you most excited, or down the road, or whenever you get your shot, who are you most excited to see as an opponent?
Okay, so I have two teams. Probably Saginaw. If we, travel out there, maybe Grand Valley and Ferris, I love the competition. But it's an Ohio team I really want to see. It's called Ohio Dominican. And my friend Chase Andrew, he just committed there. I want to play him. You know what I'm saying? See what that's about, Me and him love to get work in. You know what I'm saying? Always been a competitive pair. Play with him on the Michigan Tigers. It was like a little travel team in the summer. Well, in the winter time. So I'm really excited to play those 14 right there.
Yeah, Jack and we know some guys from Saginaw, and then obviously at Grand Valley as well.
Yeah.
We got some guys from Troy High commit to there. But going back to how you got into it, would you say your brother's one of your biggest mentors to playing the game, or is there someone else that you look up to?
Yeah, so at first it was my brother, Derek. I want to say his last name. I was meant to. It's come out like natural. So my brother Derek, he actually played for McKenzie High School, which is where I practice at for the Steelers. Then he went to Wayne State, and then he got caught up in some mess with his baby mama. I don't want to put his business out there for real. And then he couldn't continue playing no more. I want to say he's living his dreams through me, but it's kind of what it's like. But it's more like a brotherly love, not like a, oh yeah, You're gonna do this for me, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna win this, win that, you know what I'm saying? He gave me the option to be like, hey, if you don't want to play football, man, you don't have to, bro. I just wanted to expand you out to do more things. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna stick with it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's right. He's probably the main one who started out off for me for real. And then they went up to now I call my brother now, but Coach Shrek that I mentioned before, real tight with him, man. Like he's been through every level of football that I've ever played. Like it's insane, bro. I never knew like I would have to call a coach my brother, bro. Like I feel like that's my blood brother, man. Like he was there, did through the thick and thin, through passings, through the summer workouts, the 7-on-7s, the conversations where, oh, you might have to flip your position. You're not this, you're not that. He always had a positive mindset, always encouraged me to push forward. So I feel like those are my biggest two mentors right there.
Yeah, do you feel like you kind of carry like a chip on your shoulder almost? Like every time you go out there, you feel like you're playing for something more than just the game, I guess.
Yeah, I really want to make my brother proud. You know what I'm saying? I've been his project for the longest. Like as I say, he's been there for the longest. He got me into it. I do feel like I have a chip on my shoulder. Yes, I've always been told that I'm too long to play this position. I've been playing basketball, running track. I've always been like underweight, undersized. Nobody, I ain't gonna say nobody really believed in me because the people have. It's just that I know that there's been doubts of me like continuing my football career higher than high school. But I'm just really glad, I got the opportunity from Northwood to prove them wrong. I'm willing to work and I'm really glad they actually did all that adversity. Now it's just fueling my fire to go put in more work to potentially make it to the NFL.
Has the NFL always been a dream of yours, or was there like a different career path that you were thinking of?
I wasn't really thinking about the NFL until I want to say my second year at B team on the Steelers. I wasn't really a big football guy. My mom, everybody I've been surrounded around has been a big football fan. Big fan of the Lions, Packers, Denver, Philadelphia. I've been around everything. I wasn't really a fan of it. I kind of just wanted to, chill. I was a gamer back then, as a kid. We all grew up with the PS3s, Xbox 360, and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
So I wanted to be a gamer. And sorry, that's my dog. If I heard that. I want to be a gamer. Oh my God, it's embarrassing.
Nah,
You're good.
So, but I developed my love for football more going into my B team year. I started watching more college football, more NFL teams. I started watching my position. My brother Shaq really got me into monitoring how to watch what my position does, how to get better, and translate it into my game of play.
Yeah, did you like obviously watching film on other teams is like a big deal when you're going up against them, but like just when you're off the field, like do you watch anybody in particular, like from any level, NFL, college, like that you try to, I guess, pride your game off of?
Yeah, so I say my biggest watch would probably be Derwin James Jr. from the Chargers and Patrick Surtain. I feel like Patrick Surtain. Oh, and Sauce Gardner. I'm sorry. I have the build like Sauce Gardner. I have the weight yet, but I have the build. Really tall cornerback. And Patrick Surtain, he's just nice. Nice mobility, nice eyes, nice ball skills. Same with Sauce Gardner. He's a lot more physical than Patrick Surtain in my eyes. And, Derwin James, he's just a come down, a run, a stopper, but he can also cover. So I try to play my safety game off of him while implementing some of Patrick Surtain's eye skills while having the elasticity of Sauce Gardner.
Yeah, well, that sounds good because PS2, Defensive Player of the Year, most times I'd say every year.
Yeah.
Obviously we would want to see you be a Defensive Player of the Year every year as well.
Yeah, hell yeah.
That'd be great. That'd be awesome for you. But if you could and you were in that atmosphere of NFL, what team would you want to get drafted by?
I say it's not really about the team. It's really about who believes in me. Like, to be honest, the NFL is the NFL, man. Like, you're going to get your shot. You're going to get paid. I'm not really worried about that. I'm worried about playing ball, man. I'm worried about making my family proud. I'm worried about fulfilling my brother Shaq, all the hard work they put in, all the determination. I want to get back to them when I make it, even though they couldn't make it.
It's a
So,
great answer. That's a great answer right there.
Yeah, I love that story.
That's like media train already right there.
thank you, man.
Yeah. So how's the off season going so far?
All season goes well, lifting, conditioning, giving back to my brothers at Oak Park, saying, trying to hop in, get some work with them, get some tips and tricks here and there. I'm actually out of school because I finished all of my finals, but I'm going to still go up there, train my guys, you know what I'm saying? Give them a taste of what it's like to be grown. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, just could probably get some workout with them, get some training in with them, get some conditioning in with them, make sure I'm ready for my college season.
Well, yeah, we can't wait to see you in college, Cardell. Is there any like expectations you expect in college, or like anything that you want like the people to know about you going into college?
So, to the people in Midland, I'm a very hard worker. I have a really short memory. I'm not perfect. I mess up sometimes. Everybody mess up. I gotta adapt. It's a new game, new way of play. Everything's gonna be 10 times faster. I've always been told. I just say, let me adapt. Let me get there. Hopefully, I'm ready for the season. I'm not gonna quit on you at all. I'm not gonna quit on you. No matter how hard you get, no matter if we go 0-9, 0-12, no. I'm never gonna quit on you. Ever. I will stay consistent. I will come back. I will be at training. I will still rep Northwood's colors. I will still rep Oak Park's colors, even though I can't wear red. I will do that out of Midland. Yeah, but I'm a hard worker, man. Real nice guy, real chill guy. I'm not really into the parties. You'll really never catch me at a function unless I'm being invited or like a family function or something like that. I like to stay in my dorm, you know what I'm saying, stay secluded. I like to have a small friend group, even if it's like, one or two friends. If you see me out, say, hey, what's up? You know, say, I'm always down for a picture if you need it. Yeah, that's really it, man. I'm just a chill individual, bro. I don't really get into nothing crazy.
Yeah, I feel like that's like where you find your like real friends, like those guys you can go to in the small groups, But yeah, I mean, obviously that story, like, I mean, if you do happen to make it, which I don't have a doubt you will, like that's a story to tell. I mean, just in its own way. So, but yeah, like a lot of people, they go out and party and they do all this other stuff. Like, I like how just staying consistent every day, doing your own thing. So,
Yeah, appreciate it, man.
yeah.
Yeah. All right. So I just want to say one last question before we close out here. What do you want your name to mean at Northwood?
Oh, I wasn't prepared for this question. I don't want to be no regular individual, man. I want to be a game changer. At Northwood, they got this thing with number 0. It's like the best of the best earns it. The leader, the captain, the one that's willing to put their life on the line, even if we're down like 40 zip or 28-7 and game on the line, you're still there being persistent, putting your life on the line. So that's probably like a goal. I want to be the one to wear 0. I want my name to have meaning with the number 0. Even though I'm okay with any number, but Coach says 0 should be the standard when you get there. You want to earn number 0. He wants everybody, all 12 of us, all 11, 22, no matter how many people on the team, you always want to earn the number 0. And if we do that, we're going to have a winning season. So, I want my name to be like, oh, yeah, that's the guy who came as a freshman, balled out, earned that 0. That's the guy I want to be.
Well, we for sure hope you can get that number 0.
Yeah.
We for sure see you as a hard worker. The way you already talk, the way you explain yourself already, I can see that you're a very disciplined kid and you know what you want and you're going to go get it for real.
Thank you, man.
I can see you. I can see you. I can see it. I can see it for sure. It's going to be on a banner. It's going to say Cadelle Carrington right there. It's going to be it. It's going to see it.
Yes, sir, bro. Thank you. I appreciate the support, man.
Yeah, but Well, that comes to the end of today's episode. Well, I'm glad if you stayed to the end, and obviously we have more coming, a lot more coming. Well, and today we had Cadelle Carrington today here with us, committed to Northwood. The hard worker. Make sure you stay on his page. I'll tag him. We'll make some videos out for him. Just go check him out. He will definitely impress y'all. But anything else you want to say before we head out?
Not only check me out, also check these guys out too. They're really reaching out. I was not expecting these guys to talk to me. To be honest, man. I checked out their page. I like what they do with their stuff, man. They're really trying out here. Trying to get big, trying to be some nice podcasters. When they reached out, they was real respectful. They was like, "Hey, man, woo woo." I was like, "Oh yeah, these guys seem legit." Usually some people just try to get you to come over and be like, "Oh yeah, can you pay us to come over to come talk?" These guys ain't charging me anything, man. So if follow these guys as well, both of them, hope they tag themselves, not just me, So yeah, I'm just glad I'm here to, hopefully grow y'all following, get you guys on the map for real, man. I hope everything works out for y'all.
Yeah, that means a lot for real.
Appreciate it, for real.
No problem, man.
Jack, anything before we close out?
No, I just want to say, obviously, thank you for joining us, taking your time. It's hard being a smaller, obviously, podcast. We're just trying to grow every day, grind. Obviously, not on the football field like you, but as a podcast. So yeah, we just want to say, obviously, I know Hero, and obviously, I am super grateful for you coming on, and thank you for your time.
Yeah, and I appreciate it, man. And if I want to do this again anytime, man, while I'm at Northwood, I could probably, tap in with me. They just let me know, man. I'll hop back on here with y'all for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
We will for sure be tapping back with you.
Yeah.
Well, but thank you again for hopping on with us. We're gonna close out here, but thank you for watching, everybody. This is the Next Man Up podcast, and we out.